Well, greetings and welcome to another thrilling and exciting episode of the Planetary Persuader. And I am Cosmic Kev, your host. And this is for the weekend beginning the 17th of May, 2019. Now, looking at the sky, I would find the moon in the constellation of Libra. And the part of Libra that the moon is in, I think this morning would be the whole nakshatra known as Swati. You know, and people are like, what is Swati? You know, Swati is like it's ruled by Vayu, which is like the god of wind, and its ruling planet is the North Node, which is like the desire that has no bottom. These people are really good at making money. That's legends of it. That's the legend of Swati. So that's how we start out this Friday, which is also a, Libra moon in sidereal astrology and a Venus day. This is a powerful Venus Lakshmi vibe today. And there's going to be a full moon tomorrow at 2:11 p.m. And I believe that moon is going to be in Scorpio in both systems, both Vedic and Western astrology, in the nakshatra known as Vishaka, and or just the tail end of Vishaka, or the beginning of Anuradha. So it's kind of like right on the cusp of these two nakshatras, and they're in the Sagittarius portion. So there's something really fiery about this, even in Scorpio and Western, this Mars-ruled full moon. And I always say though, it's like the sexiest when you have Taurus, Sun, and Scorpio, because those are like the two ends of the Kundalini Express. So it's probably a good time. Anyhow. Greetings, Aries, and welcome to your horoscope. So, this is Western astrology, tropical forecast, by sun sign, rising sign. If you know your moon, you can throw that in. So, Aries, Mars is in Cancer now. And so there's kind of this feeling like, this would be a good time to buy a new car. This would be a great time to buy a new house. This would be a good time to start something new, except for the fact that something about work I feel like I have to work on, career-wise, might be holding me back. So you've got this super powerful Saturn, in Capricorn, and Pluto's there, and the south node of the moon is there, and it's like we've entered this zone of we're having to deal with hardship, but there's a lot of deep meaning and sort of a feeling of this is about something, but I don't quite know what it is, that sort of feeling. Anyhow, let's say we're starting with this weekend we start with that Scorpio moon in Western astrology. So, it's, you might let other people have their power. It could be very transformational. It could be dangerous, it could be exciting, though. And I don't know why they call it a blue moon, because there's two full moons this month. But anyhow, they're just calling it a blue moon. So I think there's a new meaning to it now. I'm not sure what it is. Moon goes into Sagittarius at 6 o'clock on Saturday night into Sunday and Monday, and wake up, by 1 in the morning. The moon's already in Capricorn, and so it's like back to business. Once we get to Monday, it's all about the business. Okay. Well, greetings, Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope. There's no question that there's been a lot of recent change, and one of the things that's going to change this week is Mercury is going to leave Taurus and go to Sagittarius. So you're going to have more to talk about Taurus, because Mercury is going to actually go into your second house, which can rule the voice. and you'll get ideas. And there'll be things like technology toys you'll be more attracted to. It's more likely to in this period. And love of food, begins to develop. And second house can be also about food. Third house, Mars kind of gives courage, Taurus. So you're probably doing better with the Mars debilitated in Cancer than most. It's like using curiosity, and you're kind of cautious by nature anyhow, and so you're like, I got this. Well, hello, Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope. So, looks like by Tuesday, we're going to have you waking up, most likely, with Mercury in your first house. So there's this epiphany, something's happening. Also with the moon kind of conjoining with Saturn and all, so there's going to be this lineup in Capricorn, and it's like, that's really good stuff for career and structure for almost anybody. I mean, in your case, you might be helping out someone else's career and structure, and that's just what you got to do for now, paying off debts, and and it could be a really romantic weekend, actually, beginning with Saturday night, Well, hello, Cancer, and welcome to your horoscope. So you've got this desire. It's got, will do anything to get what you want, and now Mars is there in the picture, in Cancer, and there's just this feeling like I'm alone right now, but I have to take action. I'm not so sure. Nobody better mess with my family or my people. This is kind of like how Mars in Cancer can be expressed, I've heard, in Western astrology. And then you've got the North Node there. And so it's like, you might be more willing to take risks than you usually are to get what you want, and some of these risks are real risks, and so it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. And I think it's just having a spirit of humbleness where you're at, and try and find better options. Realize that, you could be in danger of something, and that, you can do better than this. It's like the sun is moving in to your 12th house, and so it's like you've got to be conscious about being part of your own undoing. I guess I should have said that the sun goes into Gemini just before 1 in the morning on the 21st. Okay. Well, greetings, Leo. Welcome to your horoscope. This is a time where you're working and you're showing really good skills, good working skills. And so your works are being shown. And you've got some deep spiritual priorities, and you're trying to bring a little more beauty and inspiration in the world right now. That's happening too. And a little bit more soul, like you're letting yourself be in the public more and seen, and that's kind of worked out. And now you're going to be moving over more into the social arena, and so that's going to be worth looking at something there. All right. Greetings, Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope. So Mercury's going to move into Gemini this week. So Mercury was in Taurus, and it was the 9th house, and you had this quest for more knowledge, and that was good. That took you to a really good place. And now you're in this kind of career-like position now. Now you're going to be able to accomplish something. You're going to be able to make something happen that's good. Let's see. It's all about the career for Virgo now. Here we go, Libra. Welcome to your horoscope. This is a time where you're on a higher quest, higher vision, higher journey, seeking more knowledge, and dealing with like stuff within your own family or your house situation, or just even ancestral trauma. Like some of that past life stuff is really pulling up right now, and it's it's really got a hold of you. And you have to work on your health. You're kind of in the clear. I mean, right now it's like you're taking more responsibility at work, and you're getting a certain amount of popularity or notoriety. And it might be good. I mean, you're always capable of bringing on a good image, so let's check it out and bring it. Well, greetings, Scorpio, and welcome to your horoscope. Well, I mean, Friday, Saturday is all about you, baby. I mean, this is your sexy weekend with Sun in the 7th house. I mean, it's just like, relationship and what that means, and even in just friendships and partnerships in general. They don't have to be necessarily lust charged or anything. Things are really coming to a fruition here with that full moon. And then, when the sun moves into Gemini, that's your 8th house. So it's like, it kind of is like another opportunity for you to be just more Scorpio-like. And then that is allowing other people to have their power and wait. And, I mean, this is a time where I'd say it's good. It's really important just to be chill. Don't overreact. Realize this isn't necessarily where all the good stuff is going to come out, but the next couple months after that, all the good stuff is going to come out. All right. So, greetings, Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope. You're learning. And Jupiter's about learning. Jupiter is about religion. Jupiter is about geography and distribution of wealth and higher economics. Jupiter is also about the largest corporations, billionaires. And yet Jupiter is also about people with a higher kind of moral caliber to them that just demonstrates really getting beyond the normal everyday. I think of people like Amma, the hugging saint, or the Dalai Lama, or Ram Dass, and I mean, there's many more. There's people that don't even have any recognition, and they're just like incredible saints that are doing stuff. And so you want to align yourself with this type of activity more. And so there's a lot of people coming into your partnership circle. And it's just important, the effects of this moon are pretty close to your sign, and so there'll be a lot of reverberations, there'll be big dreams. Okay. Well, greetings, Capricorn. Welcome to your horoscope. I mean, so much stuff has happened to you, That's all I can say, and I just want to breathe and just send out some grace, and mercy to this part of the sky, because trauma can be real, and that's where compassion comes in, just being in our hearts, being sensitive, Maybe that person's driving crazy because they're, they're going to lose everything unless they don't get to some place on time, or they're just really upset and they're so upset they don't see how their bubble's affecting the rest of their world. And it's like, when we can be patient and loving in conflict, that's when we're like the highest beings, and so if you can be that person, with Saturn in the 1st house, there's some inner strength coming to you, and it requires patience, consistency, perseverance, allowing yourself to be disciplined. That's really going to help. And keep on, be okay with people conflicting with you. Be okay with people calling you out on stuff. You're going to be fine. You're doing great. All right. So yeah, I'm going to give a little bit more. Pay attention. Also, it's like you went through this creative period. Now it's like it's time for you to get to work. It's like for Capricorn. I know you're all about the work, but now it's like time to really do the work, do the service. It's kind of like the toilet scrubbing time, but you might find some gold somehow, and yeah, you're in a place of where relationship has come into more kinds of conflict, and you're not really sure what kind of relationship you're in right now. It's super important to look at this stuff and just say, I just need to go within and polish the glass. Saturn's retrograde, Jupiter's retrograde. These are the wisest planets. We need to listen to them right now. Well, greetings Aquarius, and welcome to your horoscope. So, this is a time that gets better for you. You have a lot of responsibility, but it's kind of like the vacation kickoff, and if you're like a Gemini, or an Aquarius rather, that's involved in the educational system to any kind of capacity, this is like a time where you're going to feel really free and you want to take off right away and have as much fun as possible. Or you've got something going on with your children that you do every year. Or you're going to pay attention to playing music or painting or doing sculpture or gardening or cooking, someplace where you express your creativity. That's what's going to come out. And your social life is, there's a lot of deep introspective stuff talked about. Like there's these spiritual topics that are coming from this other esoteric place. And you're surprised to find yourself getting into it, yeah, things are lively. You could be fixing your house. You're just doing pretty much good work, getting in shape. I know, round is a shape, right? I get it. I hear it. But bones are shapes too. Everybody can do better in their health. No matter where you're at. And some of you can't. Some people really struggle and are eating nothing but vegetables and fruit, and things aren't moving the way they need them to. So, some people do have conditions, and if that's you and you're struggling with it, just keep visualizing what you want to be like and how accept yourself for where you're at now with lots of compassion. That's the best thing to do. For all kinds of reasons, but you've got a lot of really creative mindset moving in right now. It's going to help you, and there's things that are going to move your health to being better. Okay, this is great because I'm getting more time for the last signs. Greetings Pisces, welcome to your horoscope. So, you have a social life that's a little bit in turmoil, some good friends that you really respect, and but there's some benefit in all of this. There's some kind of gold. There's something that you're working on that's making you a better person. You're seen as a good leader, although you're kind of wondering, questioning it. And it's like, what? It's never a problem to pull back. You're in the public and you're like, hey, I need to withdraw a little bit, because we need to review some things if we're going to really get ourselves in the right direction. And, it's what's the most mindful, compassionate way to get there? Because that's the way that's going to last. It's going to be more enticing. It's going to be more sustainable. It's going to be a culture that people feel really happy with, and it promotes more intimacy with each other and trust. And that makes a great work environment. And so, Pisces, your vision is to bring that kind of thing into life. And you're an inspiration to listen to right now. You've got Uranus and Venus in the third house, so there's an element of inspiring, there's an element of seduction and creativity. You might be having some of your best creative mojo right now. So, I can't wait for you, and you're going to enjoy the full moon. You know, it's going to enhance some urge to travel. Well, have yourself a fantastic weekend and week, and I look forward to doing this again. Don't forget to subscribe, to share it, ask me about readings. Can't wait to see you next week when we do this again on the Planetary Persuader. Yeah.
Okay, and this is pointing at your head?
Yeah. It's just a little bit, I'm a little bit small though. It's a little bit too much background.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You're totally...
I mean, maybe I need to speak.
No, you're fine. You're fine. The beard is...
It's a little wild. I'm ready.
Don't apologize, just fuzzy wuzzy.
No, I'm ready.
You're never the same look 2 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You always got a different look.
Slightly.
And because today is Wednesday, you're wearing a yellow t-shirt.
No, I'd be on, it's usually green's a Wednesday, but yeah, Wednesday.
Oh, I thought, what day
Thursday
is
yellow.
Mercury yellow.
You can use, Jupiter's yellow, but you could use yellow and green both on, I suppose, on a Mercury day, you know, on a Wednesday.
Well, we're on the Cosmic Cosby Show because.
Okay, can I see myself in the thing, just so I know?
Oh, shit. Because the wonderful beard is fuzz. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Cosmic F Show, live and in poison on video.